of the east, there came a hard man. Oh, ho, ho, all the way from Britain. Glory, hallelujah. Cod liver oil and the orange juice. He went into a pub and he came a paralytic. Oh, ho, ho, VP and cider. But a hell of a mixture. Cod liver oil and the orange juice. Does this bus go to the Danister Parley? Oh, ho, ho, I'm looking for a lumber. Glory, hallelujah. Cod liver oil and the orange juice. There in the dancing, he met Harry Mary. Oh, ho, ho, the flower of the Gorbals. Glory, hallelujah. Cod liver oil and the orange juice. Oh, no, Mary, are you dancing? Oh, no, it's just the way I'm standing. Glory, hallelujah. Cod liver oil and the orange juice. Oh, no, Mary, you're one in a million. Oh, ho, ho, and so's your chances. Glory, hallelujah. Cod liver oil and the orange juice. Oh, now, Mary, can I run you home? Oh, ho, ho, I've got a pair of sand shoes. You're a hell of a funny. Cod liver oil and the orange juice. In through the back close and out through the dunny. Oh, ho, ho, it wasn't for the first time. Glory, hallelujah. Cod liver oil and the orange juice. The mother came out, she was going to the cludgy. Oh, ho, ho, I buggered off sharpish. Glory, hallelujah. Cod liver oil and the orange juice. Harry Mary, she had a little baby. Oh, ho, ho, the father's in the army. Glory, hallelujah. Cod liver oil and the orange juice. Now Harry Mary is still looking for her hard man. Oh, ho, ho, he joined the Foreign Legion. Sahara under the camel. Cod liver oil and the orange juice. Cod liver oil and the orange juice.
Good evening, folks. How you all doing? What is the crack? Welcome along to another episode of Live Stream Mondays here on the Rebel podcast. This week, myself, Big Ro, on my Todd. No guest this week. But don't be alarmed. We'll have guests back. I think it's this week only. I thought, why not get on the show and just make it all about me for once in a while, because I don't make this show enough about me. Because you know I'm just a wee bit shy and I don't like being in the spotlight at all. So I don't. So and if you believe that, you'll believe anything at all. So folks, yeah, welcome along. Thanks very much for joining us tonight. The numbers are jumping up, so you know the crack. If you're watching the show on Facebook, please hit that wee share button. Share it around any groups you're part of, any of your Rebel groups, Celtic groups, Irish groups, whatever you want, your grannies, your grandmas, your friends, your family, your WhatsApp groups. Share the stream for us. Share. And we'll get as many people watching the show as possible. Of course, if you're watching the show on YouTube, please give the channel a like and subscribe. If you haven't already, please do. Even if you're watching the show on Facebook, just jump over to YouTube and just give our channel a wee subscribe. Helps the algorithm, and anybody who is into rebel music, who maybe just be surfing on YouTube, might find the channel and we'll have new listeners. So that's what we want. We're also going to be posting a few videos on TikTok while the show is on, folks. So if you haven't found me on TikTok, give us a wee search or a Big Row. Constantly posting stuff all the time. It's a bit of crack, so it is. So, yep, we open the show as always with the great Mary Wallopers with the cod liver oil and the orange juice. Just love that wee tune, so do. So we'll jump into we have watching the show so far tonight. Let's see. Up first there on YouTube, Jim McCaff. Jim, how you doing, mate? What's the crack? Evening all, Free Palestine indeed. Watching on Facebook, Alan Chucky McPherson. Alan, how you doing, mucker? Cheers for tuning in. Looking for the Bogside volunteers with the Belfast Brigade. Yep, we'll get that. That's on YouTube. Iona, how you doing? Hope you had a good day at school today. Evening row, evening troops. Elaine, what's the crack, Elaine? Good evening to you as well. Ciara Griffin, is this husband of yours going to fix my van door or what? I think it's going to fall off. Making him on the ball. Hugh McKenna. Hugh, how you doing, mate? Good to see you on. Evening row indeed. Hugh as well. Evening everyone. So yeah, folks, we're going to jump on straight in with the tunes tonight. We're going to play a bit of The Spirit of Freedom, who were back in West Belfast this past Friday. They were playing down in the West Club for a great night for Palestine. My ma was down. She said it was a great evening, so it was. So hopefully plenty of money was raised. So here we go. This is The Spirit of Freedom, the Two Tonys, with the ballad of Gerard Casey. Here we go.
The song I was singing of a brave young Irishman in a struggle for freedom to free Ireland. He joined the IRA, became a volunteer, and his comrades in arms, he never showed no fear. Volunteer Gerard Casey, freedom fighter to all, the right of his country, he answered the call. And on active service, he would never ask why. This brave volunteer was not afraid to die. This one from Northampton, I'm sure you've all heard tell. Gerard Casey's the name, was sharp and he did well. He fought for his country, he gave up his life for his family and friends and darling young wife. In his younger days, he lived his life to the full, playing Gaelic football, things were not so dull. Working with his father, serving out his time to set Ireland free, to him it was no crime. No stranger to harassment at the hand of the foe, he was tortured, arrested, Castlereagh he'd go. Threatened by imprisonment and death in the end, our brave volunteer, to them he would not bend. This man from Northampton, I'm sure you've all heard tell, Gerard Casey's a name, was sharp and he did well. He fought for his country, he gave up his life for his family and friends and darling young wife. And pro-British assassins in the cover of dark, headed for a sharking onto Shamrock Park. With their guns of terror they burst through the door, and the cowards went looking family man of four. They found him with his wife, his baby girl in bed. They sprayed English bullets, they left your Casey dead. The cowards had fled, the sadness at night, for his wife and young family to carry on the fight. This man from Northampton, I'm sure you've all heard tell, Jack Casey's a name, the shark and he did well. He fought for his country, he gave up his life, for his family and friends, and darling young wife. His funeral at St Mary's, guard forces off the crown, large crowd defied him, the rain lashed down. The piper he played farewell at the grave, in honour of Gerald, brave as off the brave. Gallant volunteer, Northampton Brigade, in a rain-swept graveyard, that's where he was laid. Volunteers gone before him, who lie in a plot, Jack Casey and their names will never be forgot. This man from Northampton, I'm sure you've all heard tell, Jack Casey's the name, the shark and he did well. He fought for his country, he gave up his life, for his family and friends, and darling young wife. This man from Northampton, I'm sure you've all heard tell, Jack Casey's the name, the shark and he did well. He fought for his country, he gave up his life, for his family and friends, and darling young wife.
The Two Tonys there, folks. The legendary Two Tonys there with the Spirit of Freedom. Still going strong indeed, as somebody mentioned in the comments. Still up in the country all year round, belting out the Rebs. One of the original OG rebel bands in this country. Fair play to them. Right, let's see who else we'll have in. Tune in. Tom McAleese. Evening Troops, how you doing? Tom McAleese, not Tom. Watching on YouTube tonight. Patrick Ahern also watching on YouTube. Evening all, good to hear the Spirit of Freedom still going well. Seen them a good few times in Cork through the years, great band indeed. Martin Brady's on tonight. How you doing, Martin? Watching on Facebook. Take it away, lads. Cheers. So Kira says, oh, it's my son. I'll say to him now. Well, it's not a massive job. I basically just need my door realigned and the wee track on it that has it, a new one of them put on. So it's not like a major job. Somebody that works with some kind of body work will be able to do it. I just don't want to do it myself and then I'm breaking the thing even more. Do you know what I mean? I just want to fix it before it bloody falls off. So I do. So, yep. So hopefully you can help me sort me out there, Kira. Be much, much appreciated. See, before we move on, I want to show you this wee thing here, folks. Some of you might know about this. Some of you mightn't. I'm in the crowd of not knowing about it. So I was doing a CPC course yesterday, or so I was down in the Ravenhill Road, of all places, with a big UDA or UVF mural right outside where I was doing the course in. So I was, but obviously a lot of these CPC courses, everybody fall asleep through them. They're a lot of bullshit, like. But I learned something yesterday I didn't know. Right, so there's an app out there, folks. I'll show you it now. If you can, I'll put it up on the screen. This is it here. So it's called What 3 Words. So a lot of you might know about this. I didn't. And people are probably going, Jesus Christ, where have you been all your life? But I didn't know this existed, and I downloaded the app straight away. So this has nothing to do with rebel music or anything, but this is something that could save your life if you didn't know about this. So basically, if you go into your phone, like if you have a Apple phone or Android, whatever, and search for this app called What 3 Words, you can see it there, what it looks like. And obviously, so say if you're in an accident or if you're on a mountain somewhere and you fell and you need basically the emergency services, and you don't know where the hell you are. So you ring 999, whatever it is, and they'll ask you, where are you? You go, I don't know. So they'll normally say, well, listen, do you have the app? What 3 words? So where I am now, after you brought this up there, and that's, you tell them over the phone, soft, loaded tables. That's where I am now. I mean, I walk outside and it'll be completely different 3 words, and they'll be able to pinpoint you exactly where you are, anywhere. I mean, which is fantastic. I didn't know this existed. It's fantastic. So it is so brilliant. So just something to bear in mind, folks. A lot of you might have heard about this app before. I certainly didn't, and it's something I will hopefully never have to use. But if I have to, it's there. So say I didn't know about it, and there's a few people in the class did know about it. Probably as being like a professional driver as I am, as such, I should have knew about it, but I'm glad I have now, folks. So any out there don't know about this app, go and download it right away. Put this in your phone, because one day, honestly, it might save your life. So it might indeed. So yeah, that's a bit of information that you might need, folks. So I just thought I wanted to share it tonight on the show, in case any didn't know what it was about. Oh, here we go. Jim McCaff, government keeping tracks on us. Mate, it's not about that at all, honestly. It's literally, I know I was talking to a few people in work today as well who actually had to use it before. One of them had a fall on a mountain. The other one was it was like paragliding or something, whatever, and they were nowhere near anywhere where ambulance or anything could be. And as soon as they phoned 999, they were able to use this here app to find out exactly where they were. And the ambulance, one of them needed an air ambulance, was able to find them as well. So it's, I think a lot of times, people go, that's just another one of these things of the government keeping track on us. But I think something for that there, it's definitely helpful, right? Kev Dunn, you're disgraceful, Kev. Good evening, folks. Slept in. Get out. I'm going to borrow you for 10 minutes here, so Kev. You're a joke. Kira, what's he saying now? Roy said body work he can't do, unfortunately. Just all well. That's no use to me, and so it isn't. Forgot all I keep looking then for somebody to do it. So folks, if anybody is out there, it's based in Belfast, and anybody does any kind of body work on vehicles, I need to get the sliding door in my van fixed, because I think it's just going to fall off one of these days, and that is no good, because obviously I use it every day of the week. But I put the thing out on Facebook yesterday in the few hour groups, and there isn't a lot of people out there that actually, especially where I am, that does body work. I need to get this here thing sorted. So, Andrew Smith, how you doing, Andrew? Watching tonight on YouTube, thank you very much. Right, so we're going to do the next tune of the night. This one was asked for by Alan Chucky McPherson. First request of the evening. He's looking for the Bogside Volunteers and the Belfast Brigade. So, Alan, this one's for you, mate. Hope you enjoy it.
Greg Evans sent the specials out to shoot the people down. He thought the IRA were dead in dear old Belfast town, but he got a rude awakening with the rifle and grenade when he met the 1st Battalion of the Belfast Brigade.
Glory, glory to old Ireland, glory, glory to this island. Glory to the memory of the men who fought and died. No surrender is the war cry of the Belfast Brigade.
The soldiers came from Hollywood, equipped with English guns. They had men by the thousand, ammunition by the ton. But when they got to Belfast, they were seriously delayed by the fighting 1st Battalion of the Belfast Brigade.
Glory, glory to old Ireland, glory, glory to this island. Glory to the memory of the men who fought and died. No surrender is the war cry of the Belfast Brigade.
We have no ammunition or no armour tanks to show, but we're ready to defend ourselves no matter where we go. We're out for our republic and to hell with your free state. No surrender is the war cry of the Belfast Brigade.
Glory, glory to old Ireland, glory, glory to this island. Glory to the memory of the men who fought and died. No surrender is the war cry of the Belfast Brigade.
Come all ye gallant Irishmen and join the IRA. We'll strike a blow for freedom when it comes a certain day. You know your country's history and sacrifice it made. Come join the 1st Battalion of the Belfast Brigade.
Glory, glory to old Ireland, glory, glory to this island.
Glory to the memory of the men who fought and died. No surrender is the war cry of the Belfast Brigade. No surrender is the war cry of the Belfast Brigade.
Yeah, definitely a band there we don't play enough of in this show. The Bogside Volunteers. So thank you very much, Alan, for requesting that wee tune, mate. Much appreciated. It's a band I wouldn't have been massively aware of until after people ask you for their songs on this show, and you research them, you look at them and go, what, that's where they're from. And they have like an album there of 20 songs on YouTube there, which is great. So definitely we should be playing more of that kind of stuff on the show. So we should. So yeah, folks, you're listening tonight and watching. This is live stream Mondays on the Rebel podcast. Myself, Big Ro, right through 9 o'clock this evening. So no guest this week, just myself. So feel free to request as many songs as you want, folks. Right, Jim McCaff said, yeah, behind Mac Autos up in the old park, my man. Well, that's good now, because I deliver to Mac Autos either once a week or sometimes twice a week. So I'll be having the wee joke next time I'm in and asking the lads to see if they can maybe fix that for me. So cheers, mate. Good shout. Alan says, yeah, brilliant band. Thank you very much, mate. Indeed. Right, so what we'll do now. We're going to play, I like the going to be a bit of nostalgia on the show, so do. And obviously, when I speak about nostalgia, we'll play a bit of a song from Kieran Davenport's new album last week, and we're going to play another one tonight. But obviously, Kieran originated from Glasnevin, Selvan Connor Kelly. And obviously, the band is no longer on the road to that, but one song that we featured on our Rebs for Hope album, good few 2021 or something, so it was obviously my favourite song, The Ballad of Willie and Danny. Glasnevin would have had very, very strong links to Derry. I know obviously both the lads still do now and they play there regularly, so they do. So this is the Glasnevin version of The Ballad of Willie and Danny for Willie Fleming and Daniel Dockerley, folks. This is live stream Mondays here.
Try to sing some songs of glory, sing some songs of peace. But in the end, it's a same old story. They're both too hard to read. The people tell me they're sick and they're tired of seeing this place in town. But I say, take the blindfolds off, you hypocrites, and help us get our figure out. And please say there's a soul. Why Willie Daddy had to go, the reasons maybe came. They can die their lives for us here at the end. 70 shots between each body knots. What of those bullets spin? I'm up for every trigger you built that morning. A volunteer with a list for fight the house. You let him lying there. The priest was turned away. So that's another step along for those SAS bastards will never forget the day. thousands from the roots, whilst the postal boys hovered helplessly overhead. The rock came out to sun. The empty tin magazines over its coffin as defiantly the crowd was still. So as another daytimes, but it comes to be out again, 'cause Willie and Danny Hopper and please said in the soul, while Willie and Danny had to go, the reasons very clear, and they're laying down their lives for to see what the year they said in the soul, while Willie and Danny had to go, the reasons very clear, and they're laying down their lives for year after year. Please stand, and so.
There we go. A bit of nostalgia there for you. A bit of Glasnevin, who were a brilliant band back in their day. That was the ballad Willie and Danny for Willie Fleming and Daniel Dockery of the Derry Brigade. Probably one of the better songs Glasnevin were known for doing, because they have so much close links to Derry. See here. Let's see. Jim McCash says, love the bass. Yeah, I think that their Chris Cruikshank was playing the bass in that song. Obviously, you know, Old Crookie, who was one of the original members of Glasnevin. Now he plays with the Wakes and a few other bands. And he's produced probably every Rebel album in Scotland over the last few years, so he has. Played most of the instruments on it as well. Patrick Ahern says, any chance of playing Hero of the 80s by Panger Band? I'll be look for it, mate. Definitely, if I can get it, I'll get it on. Patrick Glenn says, any chance of playing 18 Brits, Damien Quinn and the Rock Bar? It's on YouTube. Mate, unfortunately, not a chance. I know Damien does not like that song being played, because I know he gets a lot of grief every time it is played. He would do it the odd time, very, very, very rarely. Not even once a year, I'd say, but maybe the odd gig he's had a few drinks in him and he gets tortured to play it, he might play it. He did play it at our very last big fans gathering up in the Roddies now, and I did say to people for no videos of him doing it, because I think he'd asked, listen folks, don't want this put on YouTube or any or Facebook, because it's a song obviously he always gets grief for doing. Do you know what I mean? So basically Damien had asked me not to play it, so I will stick by Damien's wishes. So well, do you know what I mean? Because I don't want to get the man any more grief than he already has over the last few years. So unfortunately, Patrick, I can't play that wee tune on the show, so I can't tonight. These bands are the best. Can you play? These bands are the best. Can you play Take It Down with Bugs? Well, I'm not going to play two songs from the same band. Like, Anya commented on, she didn't comment on this live feed, she commented on a post that was put up earlier on for tonight's show. So she was looking a bit of the the Rebel Hearts with Young Ned of the Hill. Now I'm going to play the brand new song. I'm going to play the brand new song from the Rebel Hearts and the video for it in the second half of the show. But what I'm going to do now is I'm sure a lot of you would have seen there over the weekend. I'm not sure if it was on Sunday night or last night, whatever it was. So local West Belfast MMA fighter, Paddy McCrory, he was fighting in not the UFC, he was fighting in Cage Warriors against basically a current Israeli soldier. So he was, and obviously there was a lot of hype about this fight. This Israeli soldier was posting stuff all over online, Twitter and Facebook about basically that with pictures of a Israeli flag standing there with a picture of him in Gaza holding this here machine gun. Do you know what I mean? After probably murdering a few innocent kids. So I think this here obviously was riling Paddy up, so it was. So I'm going to post this wee video here now. So this was on I downloaded from TikTok earlier on, I think, so it was. So you can watch the video and then I will explain a bit about what happened during the fight and stuff. So there you go, folks. That there was Paddy McCrory from West Belfast. Obviously the son of the former prisoner Alex McCrory. So there, and you can see him, not the way they call it there, ground and pound, whatever, and he's obviously just beating the fuck out of this guy, this Israeli guy. And the whole way through the fight, he's in the ground, and he's basically, you can see with the text where he's basically shouting in his face, free Palestine, as he's firing elbows, knees, punches in his face, and basically going, child killer, keeps battering his elbows into his face. Obviously then the referee stopped the fight, and at the end you can see as he won, he raised the Palestinian flag over his head. So fair play, Paddy McCrory. And I seen a video after the fight on the way back. So the Contender series is coming up on the UFC, and obviously he's looking to get a spot, so you can see him going, Dana White, give me a call. And listen, I think the last person from the north to fight in the UFC was it Reese? Somebody call him. I don't know if he did do too well or not. So what's that guy's second name? Is Reese somebody? But yeah, so fair play, Paddy McCrory. Busy doing West Belfast proud the other night, and Cage Warriors against that there Israeli soldier. And I think I seen something on Twitter today, and somebody had said, that wasn't a fair fight at all. So it wasn't that there Israeli soldier. He's only used to fighting against bloody kids with water pistols. So he is. I mean, with his big machine gun and sniper rifle, rather than coming up against basically a real man, the real fight. I mean, and obviously it was a bit of tongue in cheek, but obviously them words really stood out because that's the God's damn truth. So it is. So again, fair play, Paddy McCrory doing West Belfast proud, and obviously getting into that boy's face during that fight all night. So well done, mate, indeed. So talking about somebody doing West Belfast proud, good friend of mine in the show, Stefan, who's currently resident singer over in Bar 67 over in Lanzarote, playing there every night. I think it's Tuesday to Sunday, so he is. So we're going to play a bit of Stefan now. So this is from Stefan's album titled Rebel Heart, and we're going to play the song Rebel Heart from the album. Great tune this here. So this is live stream Mondays here, folks, on the Rebel podcast. Myself, Big Ro. If you're watching the show on Facebook, please hit the share button. Take you 2 seconds. If you're watching the show on YouTube today, please give the channel a wee like and subscribe. Much appreciated if you can. Here we go, Stefan.
From rebel veins my life I drew, in rebel arms I lay. From rebel lips the lessons drew that led me day by day, and rocked to rest on a rebel's breast, nursed on a rebel knee. There woke and grew, for we'll o'erview this rebel heart in me. A rebel heart, from fin to thraldom free. God grants me still, for good or ill, this rebel heart in me. I read my country's checkered page, I sang her deathless songs, I wept her woes from edge to edge, and I burned to right her wrongs. And when I saw to alien law, she'd never bend the knee. Oh, prouder yet, for Ireland beats this rebel heart in me. A rebel heart, from faintest thraldom free. God grants me still, for good or ill, this rebel heart in me. A rebel heart, from faintest thraldom free. God grants me still, for good or ill, this rebel heart in me. God grants me still, for good or ill, this rebel heart in me.
Listen to Stefan there, folks, with Rebel Heart from his entitled album, Rebel Heart. You can get that on Apple Tunes, on Spotify. I just played the other day from folks who say fair play to Stefan. He's over with his young family over there doing brilliant, playing Bar 67 every night. So yeah, so if you're over there in Bar 67 in or if you're over in Lanzarote over the next over the summer, over the new year, calling the Bar 67 one, Stefan's on every night from 10 p.m. So he is 10 to, I think it's 12 or half 12. So he is from Tuesday to Sunday. So it's definitely worth a listen. So it is indeed. Kira says, I think sometimes he sounds a little like Cruncher at some songs. Jim McCaffrey, yep, sounds like Cruncher, but fantastic. He definitely has a bit of maybe Cruncher in his heyday. So he does there, definitely. Maybe, obviously, he's taking the style of Cruncher, that his performances, I mean, in some of them songs. He could well do indeed. How you doing, Terry? You're just in time, so you are, because I'm going to play a bit of Damien Quinn right now. You timed that brilliant there, Terry, see that. So who was looking to play 18 Brits? Now, after I told you I wasn't going to play it, I couldn't play it, but where were you? That was for let's see. Yeah, so for Patrick Glenn, who's watching on YouTube tonight, so I'm going to play a song from Damien's album, the one he recorded for the 40th anniversary of the Hunger Strikes. So obviously that album was called Song of the Lark, but the song we'll do now is one, so some people know it as Sad Song for Susan. Damien has called it in this album Sitting at the Window, but it's a cracking song. So this is from Damien's album, the Song of the Lark, and this is Sitting at the Window and or Sad Song for Susan.
Sitting at the window, looking down the street, watching for your face and listening for your feet. Outside the wind is blowing, it's just begun to rain, but it's been here without you that's causing me such pain. My mind's wandering back again to when you were here. I wish I had you now. Oh, I wish that you were near. I remember in the winter nights you warmed me from the cold, and in the spring when we walked through green fields and skies of gold. You're gone, yes you're gone, but you live on in my memory. You're gone, yes you're gone, summer we played with the kids. You brought us young James, but now it's lonely and cold. It's winter once again. It's dark now, I see the stars are out, way up in the sky. How they remind me of the sparkle in your eye. I'm lonely, yes I'm lonelier now than the cold wind that blows. Are you happy? Are you alright? I suppose God only knows. And darling, all the people are going to bed. The kids are crying for you. I cannot tell them that you're dead. You're gone, yes you're gone, but you live on in my memory. You're gone, yes you're gone, but you live on in my memory.
That was Damien Quinn there, folks, with Sitting at the Window / Sad Song for Susan, from his album Song of the Lark. I'm pretty sure that their album as well is all on Spotify and Apple Tunes and all the rest of them, Amazon Music, so check it out. Fair play to Damien as always. So sorry we couldn't play 18 Brits, but you know the crack. So that's for all you Damien Quinn fans out there, so it is. I'm getting tortured with this bloody praise guy, so it is. My bloody phone, I was lighting up. So does anybody else get just absolutely tortured? I mean, through a phase of buying tickets every day, if that sort of thing, and you never win for about a month, and then you go, listen, frig that. But obviously then you're on their mailing list, and every single day they send you a text at the same time. But I'm going, maybe they're going to stroke me. Maybe it isn't. Praise guy. Oh, it isn't actually. It was a text from somebody about a gig earlier on. So it was. So there you go. Stroke live on air. So it was. So yeah, we'll play a lot more livelier songs in the second half of the show, folks. But get them in. Get the requests in. We're just playing the requests you've asked for throughout tonight. Let's see a few more comments. Patrick Lane says, how about playing Sniper's Promise? Yes. Joseph Agnew, hail Big Row, looking good. Good man yourself. Joseph, how you doing? Kev Dunn says, love this song. Sydney Deering, how you doing, Sydney? What time is it over in the States right now? Are you still in school or what? Are you on your lunch break or what's the crack? But cheers for getting a wee tune in for us tonight. So somebody earlier on asked, was looking for that their hero of the 80s. So Patrick Ahern from Pangerban. Looked on YouTube there, couldn't find it, and it's not on Spotify either. Can't find that particular song. Maybe I'll get a delve in a bit more. But I'm going to play now a bit of Pangerban for you. This is from their album, DHSS Cover Ireland. So it's their one and only album they recorded, so it was. And this is The Death for Revenge. It's probably one of them ones like the OGs of people knowing this song. It was the original Pangerban versions, folks. This is live stream Mondays with myself, Big Row, multi-streaming live on YouTube and Facebook on the Rebel podcast, of course, always also on the DJ Rebel Row page as well on Facebook. Here we go.
Call me what you will and tell me what they say, for tomorrow brings a new wind and the rain has gone away. For within these walls I see the sun as it shines over the hill, down into the valleys, and amongst the daffodils. But when this war is over, and I see your face again, then I'll tell you of the warriors who put death before revenge. Now here we starve in prison to support our fellow men, who've only a woolen blanket and a crucifix in their hands. Enter screws harass and give them hell, but their spirits they cannot break. Hold your chins up, lads, keep marching on. We don't think she'll leave it too late. But when this war is over, and I see your face again, then I'll tell you of the warriors who put death before revenge. Faith was not a crime, and faith is what those men had when they chose to join our fight. Their actions were political, and those British see were right. But when this war is over, and I see your face again, then I'll tell you of the warriors who put death before revenge. The days rolled by and two more died, O'Hara and Macreash. Yet Thatcher chose to bite her lip, the toil was not to cease. Still the barricades went up by day, and the bullets hung by night. How much longer will they keep this path? There's still no end in sight. But when this war is over, and I see your face again, then I'll tell you of the warriors who put death before revenge. 'Tis a dreadful thing that those men joined our ranks of martyred braves. That's 10 too many coffin nails kicked coldly to their graves. But if they only realized, and Thatcher mark us well, they are 10 more determined reasons for to break out of this hell. But when this war is over, and I see your face again, then I'll tell you of the warriors who put death before revenge. But when this war is over, and I see your face again, then I'll tell you
of the warriors who put death before revenge. Sherafina girl.
When I think of our soldiers and the battles they fought to tear down the rules of the crime, how my eyes fill with tears as it's brought to my ears of those men who will ne'er be forgotten.
In Carrickfergus, Paddy Kelly was born at a time of injustice and pain, when his own native home had struggled and fought in the grips of those cold English chains. As he grew to a man, he saw at first hand the plight of his country around him. When those brave Irish soldiers had laid down their lives in the depths of those cold H-block cells, from the teachings and words of the great Bobby Sands, for his country he took up the fight. When our brave Bobby Sands had given his life to gain Ireland's justice and right, back to his family in his hometown Dungannon, he moved there to start a new life and to take up the reins of his family's long history of rebels against England's might. He rose through the ranks of our bold IRA, his humble beginnings well known, to the officer commanding that mighty brigade of those men from that great East Tyrone. Informers had tried and immeasurably failed to lay down our volunteer load, but with discipline, cool and calm dedication, our hero would strike one more blow. He trained up our bold volunteers to a man, as his ancestors did long before him. The blood in his veins, it ran just the same, with the longing for old Ireland's freedom. Then in Lochar one day, when our bold IRA went bravely to fight for their freedom, an ambush was led, with their lives they have paid. Our men fell in action forever. So they let him to rest in old Eden Dark, with the green Tom and Shamrock above him. Warren Keat and his children said one last farewell to a man they had loved so dearly.
From a family revered by the brave Thomas Clark, in the days of that great Easter rising, came a true Irish son who from war never run, Paddy Kelly, the pride of Dungannon. Paddy Kelly, the pride of Dungannon. La 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 la.
song we haven't played in the show in a good while. That is Paddy Kelly, the Pride of Dungannon from Emer, and young Katie Kelly, Paddy's granddaughter, singing backing vocals there as well. So yeah, didn't forget all about that song. Actually, I've seen somebody posting about Paddy Kelly the other day, and I want to play that song on the show this week. Whenever that was first released, that's we were playing it all the time, talking about it and stuff. It's a great song. So yeah, I'm just talking about Emer as well. She's starting tonight in Santa Ponsa for 2 weeks, I think. So it is. Maybe it's a month, not sure. So she's going to be playing in George Bar, in her brother George Bar, Jinkies on the main strip, just under the wee tunnel down by the left of Brennan's. So yep, I think I should be playing there every night. After who else is over there now this week? Bo Loughran's playing there. I think he's playing in Kelly's this week, and then the lads Danny and Luke from Dirty Old Town are playing in Jinkies as well. So yep, that's happening. I think there's a boat trip happening as well. Emer's will be playing on one of the Rebel boat trips. I know Jared and his dad Jerry were playing on the boat trip last week, so they were in Santa Ponsa. So if anyone's out in Santa Ponsa at the minute, or we're going to be out there in the next couple of weeks, definitely check out Jinkies, Jared's Bar. Hope we go hoping to try and get Jared on the show over the next few weeks. I know he's flat out busy with work, but I hopefully might be able to catch him on one of the Monday nights for a wee half an hour or something at the Yarn Room to see how he's going with being a pub bar owner now of 2 bars over there, with Kelly's Bar and Jinkies. So we'll see, might get him on the show. Right, so yeah, that was Emer Glacken with Paddy Kelly, the Pride of Dungannon, with young Katie Kelly, and of course before that there we'll have Penger Ban with Death Before Revenge. I noticed a wee button there when I was looking through this here about I was able now to put the message, the live requests and messages on the right hand side of the screen. I think it's only a new feature on this here StreamYard, so I'll start doing that from now on, because I know somebody says let's see, Iona says yep, we're over for Kevin at the end of June, can't wait. Tom McAlee says 19 men from Dublin City Ramblers, please. Jim McAfee, love the way the requests are on the side. Cheers, mate. So only noticed that there. James McMullen says, can I get the Sam song, please? How dare you request Iona's song? Only she's allowed to request that their song on this show. How dare anybody else request it? Let's see, Sydney Deering, how you doing, Sydney? She says, yep, she's still in school on the lunch break, so thank you very much for tuning in. Great. So her daughter just got a black cat, and she tried to name it Penger Ban, but that got mom an eye roll. I'm sure it did. So Iona says, even Johan, I haven't seen Johan on this. I haven't seen him commenting, so I haven't. Let's see. I think that's just all caught up with the. So Alan Chuck McPherson looking for Provost Lullaby by the Wolfhound. Right, so up next we're going to play a bit of another West Belfastian who I was so glad to see when I was over in Glasgow there a couple of weeks ago, playing in Murphy's. Of course, talking about Matt O'Reilly. So we'll do one of Matt's songs. This is a wee EP he made called The Country We All Adore. Check it out. And plus it's a Celtic album recorded live in Nancy Mulligan's. It's online as well on Spotify and Apple Tunes. So this is Matt O'Reilly with his version of Irish Soldier Laddie.
It was a morning in July, I was walking through Tipperary when I heard the battle cry from the mountain overhead. I looked up to the sky and saw an Irish soldier laddie who looked at me with fearlessly and said, oh, will you stand in the band like a true Irishman? Would you go and fight the forces of the crown? Will you march with O'Neill to an Irish battlefield? For tonight we're gonna free old Wexford town. Said I to that soldier lad, won't you take me to your captain? It will be my pride and joy just to march with you today. My young brother fell in Cork, my young son is in his Scorthy. To that noble captain I did say, Oh, I will stand in the band like a true Irishman, and I'll go and fight the forces of the crown. I will march with O'Neill to an Irish battlefield, for tonight we're gonna free old Wexford town. As we march back home again in the shadow of the evening, with our banners flying low to the memory of our dead, we came back to our homes without a soldier laddie, and I never will forget those words he said. I will stand in the band like a true Irishman, and go and fight the forces of the crown. I will march with O'Neill to an Irish battlefield, for tonight we're gonna free old Wexford town. For tonight we're gonna free old Wexford town. Cheepa!
There you go, the bold Matt O'Reilly here, folks, from West Belfast. For pity of Matt, that was the Irish soldier laddie. Hold on a second, just get the back on the screen, folks. Yeah, so if you are tuning in tonight, folks, thank you very much. This is Live Stream Mondays on the Rebel podcast. Myself, Big Ro, we're live on Facebook and YouTube midday till 9 o'clock tonight, and each and every Monday, so we are. So if you want to join in the show, please share the stream. If you're watching on YouTube, you haven't been on the YouTube page yet, jump on the YouTube, search for the Rebel podcast, and give the page a wee like and subscribe. Be much appreciated. What's this say? James Mullen, request away. Don't you be listening to what Rose says. Oh, right, okay. Yes, well, can you not get Matt on? One second, can you get Matt on, Rose? Well, see, Matt, I did have Matt on before, but as far as I know, I haven't had Matt on the screen. The video, actually, because the last time I had him on, it was about maybe 2 years ago, and it was I think I was just out of COVID, but he done the interview from his car, because I think his wife was doing something for work or something in the house, so he done the interview in his car, and wherever he was, the signal was shite, really bad signal, so it kept cutting out and all sorts of that. So I have asked Matt about 3 times in the last couple of months to come on, and he hasn't even, but he replied to me. So I think that's a bit rude, Matt. I mean, even though I've spoke to you a few times since in person, and you haven't said, listen, do you want to come on, don't want to come on, so maybe give him a wee bite. Matt O'Reilly is definitely one I want to go on. I'm a big admirer of Matt O'Reilly. He's a great storyteller as well, obviously, with all the big gigs he's been doing over the last couple of years, the Field and all 2 years in a row, and playing over in Germany and all the rest, plus releasing 2 albums over the last couple of years. So he's doing quite well, so he is. It'd be great to get Matt back on again, Iona. So listen, leave it with me, and I'll see what we can do. So, well, says, yeah, I remember that the sound was awful. Indeed, there you go. Dan O'Kelly, tonight, how you doing, Dan? Watching tonight from YouTube. Good man yourself. Cheers. Right, so, where are you? Jim McCaff says, Ro, can you give a shout out to my friend Martin from Dunloy? Cheers. He's looking farewell to Balachi. So, for Martin from Dunloy, if you're watching the show tonight, this one is especially for you. What's this? Oh, there's the tea in. Thank you very much. On time as always. Cheers, Father. There we go. Still staying off the biscuits, folks. See, during the week, just no shite at all. No shite gets eaten during the week at all. Monday to Friday. Eat like a pig crap on a, let's fix that wee blanket there. On a Saturday and Sunday, but no shake crosses your mouth on a Monday to Friday, and it seems to be working. So it does. Right, so yeah, moving back on. So for Martin from Dunloy, Jim McCaff's friend, this one is for you, with Farewell to Blackie. I'm going to do the version from the Druids from their Starry Play album. And there's not a lot of better people singing this song than Big Gary Lawler. So this is Gary Lawler from the Druids, folks, with that Farewell to Blackie here tonight on Live Stream Mondays.
farewell to Balahi. Likewise Tamladov and the green hills of Derry that I dearly love. My thoughts return to you from mid Arcage Block cell. So friends and brave comrades, I bid you farewell. Through the hills of South Derry we marched and we drilled to exploits and action. All Irish you drilled, most feared men in Ulster, volunteers on the run. We gave England their answers from the barrels of our guns. Farewell to Balahi, likewise Tamladov and the green hills of Derry that I dearly love. My thoughts return to you from mid Arcage Block cell. So friends and brave comrades, I bid you farewell. Oh gallant South Derry, you're forever blessed in our struggle for freedom. You've given your best. There's yous and there's Bateson, Sheridan and there's Lee, inscribed with their names now. Brave Tom McElwee, farewell to Balahi, likewise Tamladov and the green hills of Derry that I dearly love. My thoughts return to you from mid Arcage Block cell. So friends and brave comrades, I bid you farewell. So friends and brave comrades, I bid you farewell.
So the Druids there, folks, with Farewell to Balahi from their album Starry Plough. Big Gary Lawler singing there in the back, and you can hear in the great Paddy Mangan with the mandolin there as well in the background. Fantastic indeed. So that was for Martin from Dunloy, good friend of Jim McCaff. So there you go, folks. Tonight we're just into the second hour of the show already. So we're going to liven up this next one. I know, just looking at the comments there, Alan says, yeah, Druids are brilliant. Maybe you should say Druids were brilliant. I know it's maybe a touchy subject for me, but obviously whenever I absolutely love the Druids, the band, whenever they were doing that kind of stuff, when they were a full-on rebel band. But obviously bands change and they change their sound and whatever and stuff, you know what I mean, and move away from different things. I think they still do the odd rebel song now at a gig, but yeah, right now I think for me, and I make it a bit of stick for saying this, but I've openly said it before, I think they basically sold their souls to the American market, so they did, because they wanted to get all these headline gigs and all these festivals in America. So I think when you go over there now, you'll see them, they'll be more into playing busy the Galway Girl and Wagon Wheel at gigs, and that's I've basically seen them playing, I mean, at some of these gigs, and rather than playing the likes of Farewell to Balahi and sort of Joe McDonnell and all these other songs. So that's just my personal opinion. But listen, these guys are a full-time band, they're full-time jobs, they have mortgages and all to pay, understand that there, and obviously they have to sort of go where the money goes and where the gigs take them, so they do. And I think obviously working as a full-time rebel band doesn't pay them, so it doesn't. So I think, I know they made a big thing about the Druids being a new era, so they're going to be, and obviously they brought a drummer and stuff in. I think don't think the drummer's with them anymore. And I think just changed the sound completely of what they were known for. So they were, but that's their choice what they do. So obviously, just me being a fan, sort of former fan of the band, but I have to say, not so much now these days. Let's see, Kev Dunn looks good with the chat on the screen, can see what the Facebookers are up to. You see, there you go. See, that was the thing before, which we always thought anybody who was watching YouTube couldn't see what the ones on Facebook were saying, and everybody that was watching on Facebook couldn't see what the ones on YouTube were saying, and they're probably going to me, why are you seeing these comments? So I think this must be a new wee thing on StreamYard, because I only spotted that tonight, and when I clicked it, obviously it says show comments on stage, and they're popping up, so we'll just keep that on for good now, so we will. So yep, there we go. Right, so moving on, so I know it was James McMullen was looking for the Sam song. We'd usually play that song most weeks in the show, and this is the version I've probably been playing mostly now at my gigs. I think it's a rule. Obviously, I would always play the Earl really mad live version. Obviously, then always still do the Irish Brigade, the original OG version. As Jerry says, nothing like the real thing, but the Tony Boy Ray version I really, really love, because it's a real good build up to it, and you can hear the crowd and all. It's really good. So this is one that I would be playing quite a lot in that gig. So this is for James McMullen, and of course our good friend Iona. This is the Sam song.
This next song I'm going to do is a song we used to call the Shebeen song. Chucky I'll sing up the ride. Sun the sails in the sky. Chucky I'll sing up the ride. Sun the sails in the sky. For 15 years or more, Marmalade and Mortimer, I thought I knew the score. Now I've got a weapon never used before. The Brits are getting worried, and they're going to worry more. Chucky and sang up the up the up the sang the sail in the sky. I started out with petrol bombs and throwing bricks and stones. 100 more lads like me, I never was alone. Soon I learned that sticks and stones won't drive the Brits away. It wasn't very long before I joined the IRA. Chucky and sang up the up the up the sang the sails in the sky. When it came internment, the year of 71, the Brits thought we were beaten, we were on the run. On that early August morning, they kicked in our back door, but for every man they took away, they missed 100 more. Chucky and sang up the up the sang the sail in the sky. It's been 8 years in the cages, time to think and plan. Oh, they love to lay a boy, I won't tell a man. There's only one thing that I learned while in that cell I lay: the Brits will never leave us. until they're blown away. Jockey on the sang up the up the up the sun a sail in the sky. And through the days of hunger strike, I watch my comrades die. In the streets of Belfast, can hear the women cry. I can't forget that massacre that Friday at Lockdown. I salute my fallen comrades as I watch the chocolates fall. Jockey sang up the up the up the sun a sail in the sky. Jockey sang up the up the sun a sail in the sky. Sun a sails in the sky. Up the
Up the Ra, indeed. That's Tony Boy Ray there, if you folks, with the Sam song live, and that there's still don't know to this day where their album was recorded live. I think it might have been one of them Caesars bars. I think that's one of them where Tony would play in regularly over in Scotland. So he would. So yep, I think that's where it was recorded. Another guy I did ask a few times to come on the show, but he's not one of them people. He's very quiet, so he is. Like, he does lots of gigs, but he's not one for social media or anything at all. Like, so he isn't. So I did ask him twice to come on, and both times, like, no, mate, definitely not. Nothing against you, but just don't want to come on. I was like, right, not a problem, mate. I won't last you again, so I won't. So right, promise you earlier on, we're going to play a song here. A song from the Rebel Hearts. So we're going to do this here. So I asked, it's their brand new song, the recorded. I have a video for it as well. It's called Dan Breen. So it is, obviously a great Tipperary man. So Paddy from the band, he again recorded a wee voice note earlier on for me to go along with the song. So I'm going to get him to introduce the song, what it is, right? And then we'll play the actual song and the video of it, so you can all watch it and hear it. So this here now is just a wee voice clip recorded earlier on from Paddy from the band about their new song Dan Breen, and then I'll play the song. So here we go.
Well, everyone, Paddy Cohen from the Rebel Hearts. We are so delighted and honoured to have our new video and roll show tonight. The video tells the story of Dan Breen. Dan was a freedom fighter from Tip who took the fight to the British in 1919. He was brave, ruthless, clever, and here in Tip we consider him a god. Enjoy the video, lads, and more importantly, listen to the words that mean so much to all of us. Shinawell.
Dan Breen, roll A, take one.
Anyone that comes into my house or my country and tries to take over by force, I'm going to kill him, and I'll use any and every means to do it. And I'm saying that now in the winter of my life. I'm at a week, an hour to live or a day to live or a year, and I am not one bit sorry for it. To any man or God. Whether there's anyone there, I couldn't tell you. I'm not interested.
You're right, Marky. Roll D, take one.
Tipperary, Premier County, an Irish freedom fighter, revolutionary. When British forces came to occupy his land, he met them with force. He was prepared to take a stand. A man of honor and distinction, a man of principle and pride. He defend his home by any means. He fought courageously. He bled for his country. Never bowed to any it broke his heart in two. To kill his farmer comrades was more than he could do. He lived his life for Irish freedom, and he died a free Irishman. He showed them no mercy, he acted ruthlessly, he defended his home by any means. He fought courageously, he bled for his country, never bowed to any king or queen. Dan Breen.
In guerrilla warfare, there's no such thing as kid gloves. You've got to kill, and you can't leave anyone alive after, because if you do, you're going to get your innocent people executed. People often say that you murdered so-and-so and so-and-so. Yes, I killed them. I said, all killing is murder to me. I make no apology for killing. And the only real thing I was ever sorry was the number that escaped. I don't make any bones about killing. Anyone that comes into my house or my country and tries to take over by force, I'm going to kill him, and I'll use any and every means to do it.
Fantastic there, folks. That is the brilliant Dan Breen, recorded by the Rebel Hearts. Great video as well. Loads of brilliant comments coming through there, so I'm sure Paddy and the lads will be glad to see all those great comments coming through during that tonight. So we'll definitely play that song again throughout the week. So let's see comments. Iona says, yep, brilliant. Patrick Ahern, Dan's book was the first I read along with Tom Barry's. Great men, pity their story is not told much in school today. Exactly, it is indeed. Because I was speaking to Paul from Clover about this here many times, and just talking about the different school curriculums and whatever. And also he would try and speak to his kids and inform them a lot about what happened here in the struggle and the troubles, as they call it, the conflict, and a lot about what happened in the north as well. And obviously a lot more about what happened in the south, right back to the time of Dan Breen, and Michael Collins and stuff. And as if this stuff never happened. It's wiped from the existence. It's not on the school curriculum at all. I mean, which is a shame. It should be it definitely should be taught about. It's probably more specifically in the south. I can't get these words out tonight, so I can't. I'm like a mumbling fool here. So yeah, but definitely right. Let's see, Kev Dunn, superb. Jim McCaff, yep, class tune. Flying Column, a proper man indeed. Let's see, Donald Kelly, quality tune. Jim, would love to hear what Cruncher song is the best. What about a wee vote? What do you reckon, folks? What would be your favourite Cruncher song? For me, I think definitely would have to be the one that he recorded up in the rallies with me at night, and maybe I'll play out there one again for you tonight. So maybe, well, or maybe actually you can get the video of it and download it and play it, because it was just raw. So it was. I mean, there was no. Obviously, we recorded it for the podcast, but the video I recorded was just recorded on my phone, but it was still just haunting. You can see of the Cruncher's voice, and just like, and even back then, I was like a few years ago now, where he'd stopped busy singing altogether. He was starting to get sort of pretty unwell. I don't really think he could play the guitar much of late. But I think it would be Bolivo. Not sure what it was, but yeah, folks, let's hear what sort of Cruncher songs would have been your favourites, and we'll definitely get one of them played tonight. So right, so now we'll play a bit of Kieran Davenport last week from his brand new album called Fighting and Hoping. Obviously the album is dedicated to Bick. There's Ciara's just said the legend, without a doubt. Well, that's another great shout, so it is. So this time we're going to play another song. This one's called The Man from the RTE. I'm not sure, maybe, I haven't even listened to this yet, of this whole album. I'm not sure, maybe is this here as a slant on the Jerry Glackman song, The Man from the Daily Mail. Maybe it is. We'll soon know, hear the same air of the song. But I'm moving on, folks. So this is, I'm having another 35 minutes or so left of the night show. This is Kieran Davenport from his brand new album. An album that he plays every single instrument on, which is very rare these days, folks. It just sort of says how talented Kieran is. I know he comes across as a bit of a fool on Facebook a lot of the times, some of the stuff he posts and all, but that's just Kieran. But the guy is very, very, very talented, and we'll be hoping to have him on the show over the next month or so. He had promised to come on, but obviously you can see all the shit there last week with losing his passport or whatever the hell happened. Said Kieran doing Kieran things, and we didn't get him on, but he said he is going to come on and speak about the new album and stuff. So here's Kieran Davenport with his tune, The Man from the RTE, from his brand new album Fighting and Hoping.
Leitrim is a very funny place, sir. It's a strange and a troubled land. All the boys are in the IRA, sir. All the women are a crumb and a band. Every tractor has a Nicky Carey sticker displayed for all to see. Sure, it was no wonder when the Gardaí made a blunder, said your man from RT. Every bird upon my roof says I'm a rebel, sir, up in Mohill, sir. Every hen it said is laying hackneys, I do declare, sir, from my hair, sir. And every cock of the Leitrim stock is longing to be free. Even sheep are advising there'll be another rise, said your man from RT. Tonight I went to Ballinamore, sir. They were briefed by the Gardaí. On the video showed to them the provies, eating curry and drinking tea. They were all wearing Russian balaclavas, each carried an RPG. Pretty scalps around the tummy pocket full of stolen money, said your man from RT. And every bird upon my roof says I'm a rebel, sir, up in Mohill, sir. Every hen it said is laying hand grenades, and declare, sir, from my hair, sir. And every cock of the Leitrim stock is longing to be free. Even sheep are advising there'll be another rise, said your man from RT. Leitrim is a seething with sedition, it's Sinn Féin through and through. All the task force are joining local units, the post office is a GHQ. They've arranged to come to ground between Shergar, no comment, it's all they say to me. Subversion here is but no, please take me back to Dublin, says your man from RT. And every bird upon my roof sings I'm a rebel, sir, up in Mohill, sir. Every hen is saying is laying hand grenades, I do declare, sir, from my hair, sir. And every cock in the Leitrim stock is longing to be free. Even sheep are advising there'll be another rise, said your man from RT. Even sheep are advising there'll be another rise, said your man from RT.
Night was icy cold, I was alone, waiting for an army foot patrol. And then at last they came within my sights. I squeezed the trigger of my Armalite. Oh mama, comfort me, for I know these awful things have got to be. And when the war of freedom has been won, I promise you me to slay. Oh mama, comfort me, for I know these awful things have got to be. And when the war of freedom has been won, I promise you I'll put away my gun. There's nothing in this world I would not give if mercy's in your heart, you let me live. For in his eyes I saw a begging flame as the muzzle of my gun moved towards his brain. Oh mama, comfort me, for I know these awful things have got to be. And when the war of freedom has been won, I promise you I'll put away my gun. The dawn was breaking when I reached my base. I can't forget the look on that boy's face. Fear, agony, torment were all there, but to your memory, mama, his life I spared. Oh mama, comfort me, for I know these awful things have got to be. And when the war of freedom has been won, I promise you I'll put away my gun.
There we go, folks. The brilliant Kathleen Largier and the flying column with the Sniper's Promise. So somebody had asked for it earlier on, wasn't sure who it was. So yeah, so a few you said there about Down by the Glen. So that's the one that we recorded with them up in the Roddy. So I'm just trying to download that now at the minute. So it's called, only a second here if I can get it downloaded, and I will get it on hopefully. We'll get it on in the next couple of minutes here if it comes through. I say it's basically just been recorded with my phone, the quality, but it's busy setting up the stage. It's just after we've finished doing the interview with them. It's still on SoundCloud at the minute, folks. So if any are on SoundCloud, go and have a listen to this interview. For me, it's definitely like definitely still like the best interview and most touching interview and hardest interview I've done of anybody on this over the years. The one with Donald Cruncher, because he opened up just so much that I wasn't expecting him to open up. A lot of the stuff he stayed and all, whatever I mean, and it was very hard watch and listen and stuff, but and getting him up to do it was a nightmare alone, because obviously he wouldn't be the greatest with technology, so I was trying to speak to him over text messages and all, and the first time I agreed with it, he forgot all about it. I said, well, okay, we'll do it next week then. And I was like, text him that day, right mate, I'll call for you about 7 o'clock, pick you up, not a problem, maybe ready and all, whatever. And he called over his house and he lodged 7 o'clock, rapped the door, and he came out literally in his pyjamas and all. He says, all right son, how you doing, what's the crack? I says, I'm here to pick you up for the interview, Cruncher. Oh, was that the night, is it? Oh right. And literally he farted about for half an hour and went and get ready and stuff, and then brought up the rallies, and obviously it was all set up and all, but to be honest, I'm so glad we got to do it, because it was a fantastic interview. So it was. So yeah, check it out, folks. It is on SoundCloud still at the minute, so it is. So it's audio only, but we recorded that one song down by the Glenside, and obviously we spoke so much about Cruncher, about his drama days, doing plays and stuff, about his early singing about the albums he's recorded and stuff, and the songs he's recorded and about about his whole life, and it was just a really, really great interview. So I've managed to download this now, right? So this is just a live uncut version. We recorded this here down by the Glenside. I've played this a few times on the show, just the audio, but it's the first time I've actually played the video that we've done with this here. The one we recorded up in the Raddies. So so this is probably just before Cruncher sort of got really sick. So it was, and obviously sort of had to give up playing and singing all together. So it was, so this is the legendary Terry Cruncher O'Neill, folks, with his version of the Bold Feeney Men down by the Glenside, recorded live up in the Raleigh Macquarie Club. Now, come back, I think it must be about 4 years ago, for an episode of the Rebel podcast. Here we go. Is it just me, or is there no sound in this here, isn't it? Is there no sound coming through there? Folks, let me know in the comments, will you? There's people saying no sound. Ah, for God's sake. See, I don't know what the hell happened. I downloaded the video, and for some reason, maybe it might not come through. Right, hold on a second. We'll do then is we'll play the audio from it, right? So I'll cut that off. I see this is play like live. I'm wondering why they thought there was no sound coming through out there. It's really strange. So it was. So let's hold on a second. We'll just look at this here now while we're on YouTube. Right, let's see. Don't know why like that wouldn't have come through there with no sound on it. Like, that's strange. Let's see. It's had it downloaded there with no sound, so it has. So there's no what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and download it again, right? Because it properly. I do want to try and do the original with the sound in it so well. So I will try and download that there video. Obviously, it's my own one I recorded, so it is. But I'm going to try and download it again. So we'll play an RV song here for you, and then I'll try and do it while we're doing this. So we'll pick something now, just random here, what we're playing. Let's see. We'll do a bit of Kelly's Men this time from their album Live in Derry, and the Crescent Bar, I think it was. So what we'll go for, we will play a bit of we'll do actually their version of the Fields Off and Rags, really good live version this here. Whenever I'm playing the Fields Off and Rags gigs, it's always the one I play. So here we go.
A lonely prison wall, I heard a young girl calling. Michael, they have taken you away, for you stole Trevelyan's corn, so the young might see the morn. The prison ship lies waiting in the bay. Let's hear it! Low lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wings, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. A lonely prison wall, I heard a young man calling. Nothing matters, Mary, when he goes. face the famine and the crime, I rebel before me down. You must raise our child with dignity. Roll lie the fields of Athenry, where once we watched the small free birds fly. Our love was on the wings, we had dreams and songs to sing. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. Star falling as a prison ship sailed out against the sky. For she lived to hope and pray for her love in Botany Bay. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry. On your own! That's it, on your own. It's so lonely round the fields of Athenry.
There we go, folks. That is the brilliant Kelly's Men and the great tones of Marty Healy there with the Fields of Athenry live from I think it's was it the Crescent Bar in Derry? So it was, again, still waiting on their next live album that they've promises about 10 times. I think the last one was meant to be recorded at Brass Neck at Easter time or something, and obviously it wasn't done for one reason or another, unfortunately. But can't beat them. Again, that their album is probably one of the most played albums at any gig I have. Just so many great songs on it, and just with the whole live audience crowd in the background, it just seems like that song there, or like the Fields of Athenry with the cut out and get the whole crowd to sing. Seem you're playing it there at a gig. Obviously people feed off it there, and then they all start singing as if they're on the CD, and it's class. So it is like, even there was only 5 or 6 people in the hall listening, and they still seem to jump up and sing. Right, so I think now I've got the right version of this here now. Hopefully this time I downloaded it with a different app. Hopefully this one has sound in it. So hopefully take 2. This is Terry Crunchy O'Neill, recorded live up in the Rallies with the Bold Fenian Men down by the Glenside for a special episode of my podcast a few years ago. So we'll try this one. Here we go.
'Twas down by the Glenside I met an old woman up-looking young meadows. As she ne'er saw me coming, I listened the while song she was singing. Glory ho, to the bold Fenian band. Some died by the glenside, some died by the stranger, unwise man have told us that their cause was a failure, but they loved dear old Ireland, and they never feared danger. Glory go, to the bold Fenian man. I went on my way, God be praised that I met her be my life long or short. Sure I'll never forget the rock we may have men, but we'll never have better. Glory oh, to the bold Fenian band. Glory oh, to the bold Fenian band.
Yes, there's that clap again, and I'm so glad I was able to sit and do that podcast. I say it's anytime people always ask me like, what's the best interview you've done, and it's always go back to that one there, and it's definitely like a bucket list moment. I can always say I sat down and interviewed on my own, just one-on-one, so personally, Terry Cruncher O'Neill, and I will always be grateful to Cruncher for doing that with me. So as you can see there at the end, like he was like, but that was just so effortless for him, just to sit there and just belt out a song like that there, just belt it out, and just like with no effort at all. I mean, just sitting there and like just do that there a cappella, no music, nothing, and it's just amazing. So that's Cruncher for you. So it's like, see Ciara, oh my God, what a voice and what a man. He played this at my daughter's 18th birthday, and the room was silent. George Brennan there, first class row. Iona, outstanding, what a man. Jim McCaff, Jesus, what a legend indeed. Paddy Arrow, yep, doesn't get better. There we go. That's fantastic, folks. It's amazing. The view, you always see the views in that their video go up every week, because obviously people will be searching for Cruncher online, and that's one of the videos they'll go and find, and it's really sad to see the way obviously Cruncher he's got the mean. See Jim McCaff, thanks Ro, he is part of everyone's who knew him in their lives, definitely indeed. Right, so we have another 10 or so minutes left to do, so we haven't played any of the Irish Brigade tonight yet, so it's strange this far into the show we haven't played any Irish Brigade. So we're going to play another song from one of their many live albums. This is one of the ones recorded live in Dublin. Oh, bong. And this is another song recorded written by Jerry Glacken, but two volunteers from South Armagh. And again, Upper Armagh folks, see the bit the dubs yesterday, obviously Dublin aren't the team they were at all, but I must say it was great to see Rian O'Neill playing so well yesterday after all the sort of troubles and tribulations he's been through over the last, from they won that All-Ireland last year. Listen, the young lad is just, he's only human, and he's been through a lot of shit, and I know he's been given a lot of shit and sort of taking a lot of grief from people, but listen, he got himself back into shape. As far as I know, he was away training with Galway for a lot of months, and he's back in Armagh now, back in the team, scoring points like that yesterday in Croke Park. So fair play to him, and you never know, Armagh might go and do the All-Ireland back to back. They're playing really well, so they are. So we're going to play the volunteer, the two Brentons, for Brenton Moley and Brenton Burns up next here, folks, on live stream Monday. I was going to say live stream Sundays there on the Rebel podcast. Here we go.
Slow it down again this time. This time it's a song I wrote for 2 volunteers from South Armagh. For Brendan Moley and for Brendan Burns. Song's simply known as The Two Brendans. I'll tell a tale of gallant men who in the hills round Crossmaglen became a living legend in their day. Their daring deeds in freedom's fight shone like a beacon in the night, where Harvey and McVeary showed the way. Well, a song can't bring them back again, or heal the wound, or soothe the pain. A song can only keep alive the name of gallant women and the men, their lives consumed in freedom's flame. And we owe that much to Moley and to Burns. Well, a pall of smoke rose o'er the land as cruel fate had played its hand. The two Brendans would have chose no other way. Well, they died the way they had won to go, in action against the British foe. They lived and died to serve the IRA. Well, a song can't bring them back again, or heal the wound, or soothe the pain. A song can only keep alive the name of gallant women and of men, their lives consumed in freedom's flame. And we owe that much to Moley and to Burns. In Crossmaglen and Drummondtee we keep alive their memory. In Silver Bridge we speak their names with pride. And from Dorsey down to Katy Town, through generations we'll pass on their exploits and that cause for which they died. Well, a song can't bring them back again, or heal the wound, or soothe the pain. A song can only keep alive the name of gallant women and of men, their lives consumed in freedom's flame. And we owe that much to Moley and to Burns. We're a special kind of people here. We breed defiance, never fear, and we'll still be here when the tide against England turns. Oh, for in our hearts we know we're right, and we never will give up the fight. We owe that much to Moley and to Burns. Let's hear you singing it now. A song can't bring them back again, or heal the wound, or soothe the pain. A song can only keep alive the name of gallant women and of men, their lives consumed in freedom's flame. And we owe that much to Moley and to Burns. we salute you, Brendan Moley and Brendan Byrne.
Again, the fantastic, legendary Jerry Glacken there, folks, the Irish Brigade with the ball of the two Brentons there for you, Brendan Moley and Brendan Burns. So that's going to wrap it up here, folks. We'll play one more song here for you tonight on live stream Monday. So if any of you can donate a few wee quid towards the show, it'd be much appreciated. As you know, it is increasingly costing me more and more money each month they're on this show with these bloody fees for this StreamYard software. I say you all love the way the comments come up the side and all, but listen, it's just not cheap, folks, to run this bloody software to do this here, and it's coming to my skyrocket. So if any of you can donate anything each week, it'd be much appreciated. Just you can use one of the two links here on PayPal or Revolut, as you see I had on the screen there. So it would be much appreciated, folks. Anything, every little penny counts, as they say. Iona Graham says, cheers as always, Ro, for a wee Rebel Monday. Great show. Jim McCaff. When the fire's through, it'll be those fighting men across McLean. Right, so I see Patrick Ahern says, could you play a song from Cork? Hope all be supporting our hurlers and Saturday night. Up the Rebels, indeed. So I'll go play a song here now from a good friend of mine, Miles Gaffney. Definitely would be a Rebel song was here, but it's a good Cork song. So I don't know if you're from the north side or not, Patrick, but obviously Miles is a real staunch Cork man himself, and it's a song he wrote called North Side Till I Die, and it was great when I had him up the Rallies there last year playing in the lounge, and we got him to play us here. And the crowd really lapped it up, so they did. So, folks, to wrap up the show tonight, this is the brilliant Miles Gaffney from County Cork. He's a good friend of mine, great friend of the show. We've had him on several times, and this is Miles with North Side Till I Die. Folks, we're back again next Monday, same time, same place, 7 o'clock, multi-streaming live on YouTube and Facebook. And whenever we may have a guest on next week, we'll let you know during the week if we can. Working on a few things, trying to get a few special guests on, but at the minute they're still in negotiation stages, so not at the minute. So but listen, here we go. This is Miles Gaffney, folks, from the North Side with his cracking tune, the original song, North Side Till I Die.
Oh, I'm North Side till I die, North side till I die, sure I am, I know I am, North side till I die, oh the North side till I die, the North side till I die, sure I am, I know I am, North side till I die. Oh, we have Knocka and Churchfield and Old Blackpool, and up in the north, man, where I went to school. I grew up on the north side, doing no harm. I was born and raised on Redemption Road, it used to be a farm. Oh, I'm north side till I die, north side till I die, sure I am, I know I am, north side till I die. I listen to the stories me nan would tell, stories about Blarney Street and the jail on Sundays well, stories about the North Chapel and the Shandon Bell she'd tell, about Nash's and the Colgay and old Spangle Hill as well. She was North side till she died, North side till she died, sure she was, I know she was, North side till she died. Oh, when I sing the vibes at Fairhill, it gives me such a thrill. Stories about Delaney's and the boys from Dublin Hill, the Glenbarry and Mayfield and Grana Brower too. They all make up the north side, it belongs to me and you. Oh, we're north side till we die, north side till we die, just sure we are, we know we are, north side till we die. The people of the north side, they watch each other's backs, and if you call upon the door, you be greeted with tea and snacks. To be called a Norrie, it fills my heart with pride, and no matter where I roam, my home is the north side. Oh, I'm north side till I die, north side till I die. Sure I am, and I know I am. I'm north side till I die. Oh, the north side till I die. The north side till I die. Sure I am, and I know I am. The north side till I die. Oh, the north side till I die. The north side till I die. Sure I am, and I know I am. I'm north side till I die.